Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are going to be taking on Super Mario RPG. And no, I didn't give up on Final Fantasy VII. I just wanted to also play Super Mario RPG. Actually, there's a lot of Let's Plays I want to kind of do, so. But, yeah. Super Mario RPG. I never did the Super Nintendo one, but I reviewed the Super Nintendo one. This is the Switch remake, and I really wanted to play this one. I was so excited to play this one. And I don't know how else I'm going to have time to actually play this game if I don't do it as a Let's Play. So, I'm also going to be talking a little bit about the Nintendo Direct that just popped last week. Yeah. So, that's kind of exciting news. There's another Mario RPG series that's getting represented in the new Nintendo Direct. Mario! Let's go! Yahoo! I love the way this game looks just because, you know, it's nostalgic to the original. I just watched that and didn't even press start. Yeah, I was busy. I was busy admiring this, I guess. Yeah, Mario and Luigi is getting another game, which is great. It's not anything that I play, per se. I barely play Paper Mario at this point. I played the first three Paper Mario games. I played Mario and Luigi, but I don't know. It didn't really captivate me at the same time. So, there's that. Mario Party Jamboree looked interesting, but again, don't play Mario Party very often after the first one. And if you know, you know. But yeah, that wasn't fun. I love the music to this place, by the way, just so we're clear. I'm not listening with music while I'm doing the audio, but I absolutely adore the soundtrack. And I'm not going to lie, I adore the art style, too. It has enough in common with the original Super Nintendo art style to hit that nostalgic bone for me. But, yeah, I played on normal mode instead of breezy mode. I was kind of wondering, like, how much harder it was going to be in normal mode. Truth be told, it's as easy as the original game in normal mode, if not easier. Because, yeah, the original game is not hard. It's not a very difficult game once you know kind of what you're doing. It's not tough at all. There's some strategy to it, but for the most part, if you don't avoid every single fight ever, like I did as a kid, which made it way hard. I basically did a challenge run. It's great. But, yeah, no. Let's see. Going back to the Nintendo Direct. These guys are just, yeah, pushovers. But, going back to the Nintendo Direct. The new Zelda game looks amazing. I mean, I don't mind the toy box style by any means of Link's Awakening, the remake. Don't get me wrong, I kind of hope in the future they do a normal style, but for now, I like it. Mario getting that upskirt view, man. Come on now. Bowser, bro. Come on now. That's just rude. I got Bowser just sitting on the chandelier, too. What? Don't let Bowser bruise you, Mario. Mario, prepare. Yeah, I read that, sure. Mario, prepare yourself. We'll just do that one. But yeah, why Bowser decided to fight on the chandelier, I will never know in this particular game. It doesn't say, Mario, the chain! Attack the chain! This is a very interesting fight, too, because, like, in the original game, it kind of looked weird, but there was a lot of, like, sprite details and stuff like that. This game, man, it looks so good to see my childhood. But I'm curious, what was that sound? I'm curious to anybody who hasn't played the original game, does this game look good? That's a good question, because, like, I'm going to love it, but I might be biased towards it, you know what I'm saying? But, whatever you do, don't let go! I'm not reading anything here, I apologize. This is basically a quick tutorial to kind of let you know that, hey, sometimes attacking directly isn't always the answer. And then the rest of the game is literally attacking very directly at pretty much every opponent. So, yeah, there we go. Peach is just kind of suspended there. Also, Mario jumped up here. Why is this suddenly a bottomless pit? But yeah, it's just a quick tutorial to kind of show you that maybe the direct route isn't always the best. Bowser's more or less indestructible at that point, but it is what it is. Bowser tries and takes out Mario. Foiled again. Yeah, come on, Mario. That wasn't possible in this game. Let's get out of here, Mario. Yay! Ah! Mario, the whole castle's shaking. And that's because a sword that I would love. Interesting. That's because a sword that I would love to honestly have is coming out of the sky. There we go. Yeah. Brilliant. This time, though, they actually showed Star Road and kind of showed what it was. And I do appreciate that. That sword's tight, though. I don't know why. Exor, I always kind of loved his design, so. Super Mario RPG. As opposed to Super Mario RPG, the 7-Star Saga, which is the name of the original game. But this is what started it all, realistically. Paper Mario wouldn't be a thing without this. And Mario and Luigi series probably wouldn't be a thing without this either, so. Hey, Mario! Lots of people use this thing called a door to get in and out of their house. Anyway, can you pick up Princess Peach, since she's a bit late? I love the mushroom lamp in this game, because there's actually, like, foliage around the mushroom lamp, which is actually really cool. That's a little detail that if it is in the original game, you'd hardly ever see it. Also, Mario has a green bed. As a minigame that I will play later on will prove, Mario has the only actual green bed in the entire game. And I'm not joking about that. Hey, I thought the princess was here with you, so where is she? Mario, what's with the silent treatment? You're not telling me something. It's Bowser again, isn't it? Oh no, here we go again. Mario, would you please bring her back like you always do? Mario, forgot something important. Knocked out... Oh, he's just explaining save features. You know, instead of like a big save box, I would have loved it if it just had like a campsite looking thing. If I ever make games, campsite. If I ever made an RPG game, I don't know. Programming's tough. I am trying to learn programming, but it's a really slow process, and I rarely have the time for that kind of crap. So, I'm working at it, but it is a slower process. Trying to make a really interesting video game. It's a horror game, just to kind of get my, boots wet in the whole thing. But, yeah. Should be interesting if I can ever actually get it done. If you guys know anybody who's looking to, work on programming, let me know. But, more to the point, yeah, Zelda. Looked great. Can't wait. Just because it's nice to actually have a Zelda game that you play as Zelda. Oh, trespasser, who goes there? This castle now belongs to us, the Smithy Gang. We have big plans, this is the first step in them. If you weren't for noisy characters like you... Oh, nosy characters. We'd practically own this world. So let's see you deal with this. Yeah, that looked way better than the original SNES version. The original game, the game just had little segments and the bridge fell apart. Here, the whole bridge actually crumbled to pieces, which is really cool. Nice little added touch there. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Zelda. Zelda, I'm glad she's finally getting a game. It's been high time that she gets her own video game. And I'm glad they're kind of playing it safe, but yeah. I'm glad it's there. I'm glad it's a thing. Mario's going to pantomime. I love these pantomimes. They're so silly. The bridge to Bowser's Keep is out. Just wonderful. We must inform the Chancellor of the Mushroom Kingdom at once. Let's go, Mario. That voice is going to kill my throat. Oops, excuse me. Oh, bump your head, reduce your HP level? One of the Mushroom Kingdom's famous items that'll perk you right up. Got a mushroom. Whenever you want to use an item, just hit that button. Eating a mushroom boosts your health. Why did I rush back? I had something to tell you. I remember. Came to warn you that Mushroom Way is swarming with monsters. Do you know about action commands? That's a normal conversation. You better watch out. He knows action commands. He's going to punch your lights out. More bark than bite, huh? No, why'd I rush back? I had something to tell you. Yeah, that's right. We need to tell the Chancellor about Princess Peach. Head over to the Mushroom Kingdom. Just in case, take these with you. Yep. You already told me that, but hey, I was already going to follow you. Now, it's kind of rude to call Goombas monsters. I'm not going to lie. But this is a more Final Fantasy-esque Super Mario RPG. So, what the deal is that every enemy is going to be considered a quote-unquote monster, even if they have, characterizations or any type of intelligence. The Goombas here are just plain, ordinary goblins, more or less. There'll be some magic involved later on, but magic really doesn't play a huge part unless you're using fire magic, in which case Mario will absolutely wreck house. But you do get your traditional mages and stuff like that. It's kind of interesting. There was a lot of RPGs in the Nintendo Direct, speaking of which. Good segue there. And, yeah, you guys know me. I'm not the biggest fan of RPGs. I do play them occasionally. I love Super Mario RPG, but I'm not big on them. So, I am playing Final Fantasy VII. I am going to take it slow. It'll be done by, in 2 years, so... but I will review it when it's done. This game, I might do some type of video on, but I'm not sure. But, yeah, I'm not big on RPGs, so the Nintendo Direct didn't really appeal to me too awfully much on that front. The only things that I really were excited for was Legend of Zelda... and Metroid Prime 4. Not gonna lie, didn't play the first couple of them. I played Metroid Prime 1 a little bit, but not much. I do want to get into the Metroid series, though. But I haven't really... Haha, you missed. I haven't really gotten into it either. I would love to review it for you guys. So, I mean, tell me in the comments what you think. Should I start reviewing Metroid? I'm going to be doing things a little differently, too, in the future, because Burnout kind of sucks. Especially when I play a game that I thought was going to be shorter and was way longer, like Tomb Raider. I'm still not done with Tomb Raider, if I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm reviewing a game this week, on my birthday week, but it's not a... it's not Tomb Raider by any means. It's a Sonic game. Sonic Labyrinth, yeah. Oh, level up, alright. But, yeah, I reviewed Sonic Labyrinth, and that should be up this week, I'm hoping? Everything goes right. We'll see how it goes. My work schedule has completely 180'd now that I'm trying to take my birthday off, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to try and get that done for you guys. Goombas galore. Most of the video is just me beating up Goombas, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, Metroid Prime 4. I'm curious about it. Kind of excited for it. Looks good. I know I have a lot of friends who are super excited for Metroid Prime 4, and that's awesome. I have a lot of people who are excited for Mario and Luigi, too. That's great. I'm happy for them. I am mostly excited for the Zelda game. That one game is what got me. You can play as Zelda in official capacity, and that's going to be kind of fun. It looks fun anyway. So that's what I'm excited for the whole Direct thing. Well, let's see. That's pretty much all I had to talk about. I can just call this a wrap. You guys should just watch the rest of this. Yeah. I'm going to beat up this Goomba just because he, tried to attack me. He missed entirely. But it's good experience. Man, I destroyed him too. I did 42 damage. Jeez Louise. Compared to the Goombas, I'm hitting like a freight train. They are not that good at actually hitting me. I noticed movement is a lot less stilted in this game. Which there's some times when the stilted movement was like, I wouldn't say it was required per se, but like the actual like stilted movements kind of helped you out with certain places. But for the most part, it is way easier to move in the remake than it is in the original game. And that's kind of cool. I also noticed that if you time your attacks really well, you do splash damage every so often. And I don't know if that's like just me timing it really good, or if it's kind of random. Like I still have to do the timing thing, the action commands, but yeah. Beat up all these guys. I did notice there's a bestiary in this game. When did they start adding that crap? It's cool though. I like bestiaries, but man, I don't know if I'm going to take the time to fill it out, because you'd have to get telepathy to work on every one of these creatures, some of which I've already passed. That being said, frog coins are easier to get, so who knows? Because I heard it originally took like frog coins, and I'm like, I'm not wasting frog coins on bestiary fill outs, but it looks like frog coins are way easier to get. So if you fight enough enemies, eventually they'll just start giving you frog coins. These are the Hammer Brothers, by the way. This is basically the first real boss fight you get. It's pretty standard. The Hammer Bro is just a Hammer Bro. That's it. I like the cutscene that starts it out. But yeah, he's just a jerk Hammer Bro. That's it. That's all the boss is here. I do go all the way to the next couple of boss fights, so beware of that. But yeah, Hammer Brothers, probably one of the cooler Mario enemies. Like if you're gonna make the standard Mario enemies a boss fight, particularly ones that showed up in the very first Super Mario Brothers, Hammer Brothers is it, yeah. And then you get his hammer. Most of this dialogue, though, is just Toad kind of showing you how the game, goes through. Yeah, this is the first time you get to upgrade your weapon into the game. Oh, sorry about that. Just got off of actual work, but yeah, so in the game you can get weapons and armor. Now, when I was a kid, I didn't realize what armor actually did. And I was like, why would I waste my coins on clothing? I'm a manly man. I don't buy clothes. Yeah, I didn't realize it was like armor, because it just said like things like pants. Or, cool shell. Okay, Didn't realize quite what I was getting myself into. So here's the bestiary, by the way. It's cool. It's got like a Pikmin-esque bestiary. I'm a sucker for bestiaries. I'm not gonna lie. In Oblivion, when I tried to play Oblivion, Elder Scrolls 4 on PC, I always tried to mod in like a zoo type thing where I could just collect creatures. I have like weird compulsion when it comes to collecting crap. I don't know why, so. Oh, I'm bad about it. That's part of the reason why RPGs drive me up the wall. And it's not even like the RPG's fault, it's just me having this need to collect everything. And I'm like, I don't need to do this. I need to quit doing this shit. The Mushroom Kingdom looks great, by the way. I love the bridge right there. That is such a stylized, like, really cool bridge model. The houses look really good. They look a bit more naturally placed. Even though they're the exact same placement. Hey, it's Raz. Raz does come back later in the game, by the way. He's talking about getting married. You know, do you happen to know of a good wedding chapel? You see this story throughout the game, and that's really cool. But, I'm just going to make a little bit of sound here. There we go. I'm trying to jump on this kid's head. I don't know why I have a compulsion to jump on this kid's head. It's kind of harder to do in this game than the SNES version. There we go. Now that I got it. The toads look really good too, honestly. Originally they were like just a few sprites. They might be different color here and there. And for the most part, they're still kind of generic. Like that is basically the original sprite, but in 3D model. Same with that one right there. If you notice, he looks just like Raz, the named toad from that house over there. But the reason that Raz is important is because he does come back in the game later on. That's why that particular toad is named. And they're talking about getting married. This kid gives you video games. I don't know if that's still a thing or not, but yeah. Oh, excuse me. Like I'm always sleeping, says the guy sleeping. If you notice, I'm jumping around kind of sporadically a lot too. The reason that that's happening is because I'm looking for hidden chests. Now, what I didn't realize is I thought that this was going to be... I'm going to turn on my fan real quick here. I thought that this was going to be just like the original Mario, you know, Super Mario RPG, where hidden chests were kind of hard to come by. You can get a signal ring that will chime in every time you enter a room that, you know, had like a secret chest. But that's it. It would just chime in. There you go. Good luck finding it. In this game, they... Yep, she's going to tell me how to do it. Yeah, she kind of tells me more how to do it, so... Of course, I don't have any other rings, so I might as well equip it. But notice there's a little, a prompt there. There's a hidden treasure chest nearby. And I know where it's at because I actually have found this one in the original game. Now, normally you'd have to come back later because that toad wouldn't necessarily be moving in that direction until later on in the game. So it's kind of crazy to me that you could just get it right away. That's pretty cool, though. It's also where you can get armor. Now that I think about it, I don't think I bought Mallow pants. Whoops. Man, you know, for a guy who played this back in the day, this game looks gorgeous. But again, I'm wondering how stilted it looks to somebody who's more of a modern gamer. Like, for those of you who didn't grow up with this game, like, what does this look like? Because it probably just looks like a, you know, an old RPG turned into, you know, just more graphic heavy. And that's basically what it is. It's basically an upscaled remake of an old RPG. Because like these buildings, like the room just in like void space, that's old RPG crap. That's just a weird nostalgic thing for a lot of people. And I'm sure modern gamers don't get it because most of this stuff almost looks more real time. Or not real time, real space. Like this. This is just a... There's a hidden treasure nearby. I'm trying to get it too, but I don't accomplish this. In the original game, if you didn't hit that, you missed out. That was it. That treasure is dead. The princess hasn't returned yet. A little secret. Yeah. Little secret in Princess Peach's study there. Now, what that is up for debate, but a little bit of tearing in the video here. I don't know why my Elgato doesn't really like recording on my Switch. I'm just kind of wandering around now, but yeah, that's what I was supposed to do. Jump up on the toad and then jump up on that thing. Which, apparently they fixed it and you can get that later too. So, sir, Mario has arrived. Mario, thank goodness you're here. I heard an explosion or something at Bowser's Keep. It was loud, I almost dropped my spores. That sounds gross, by the way. You almost dropped your spores? The thing that you use to, I don't know, reproduce? That's gross. Excuse me, where's the princess? She departed from your house hours ago. Oh, this pantomiming. I fear the worst. Could Bowser somehow be behind all of this? He just turns into all these characters. Spores alive! You're telling us that Bowser has abducted the princess again? Never mind. It'll be up to you to enter the keep and rescue the princess. I like how they just rely on Mario for this crap, too. Like, don't you guys have guards? Come on. And then Toad joins in. Egad, unseemable. I don't know what that word is. What awful powers at work here? Mario, her life is in your hands. Please save our dear princess. Hey, Mario. Tutu. That's me trying to walk away from any conversation anymore. You're making sure to equip things you get, right? Toad explain the process? No need. That's on Mario. You're clearly well equipped for this task. Buy armor and accessories in the item shops. Now that dick out. Mario! Forgive me, but I can't stop worrying about the princess. Go to the cellar and prepare for your journey. The vault guard shall assist you. So basically, they don't really understand... Mario! Oh, jeez Louise. I just skipped right through that. Vault, let me show you around. Yeah, I kind of know the vault. He's just going to explain the kind of types of treasure that you can find. Which is cool. Basically, it helps heal your flower points, your hit points, and the other one gives you coins. Basically, if you get a mushroom from a chest, you can't save it for later, but the ones from the chest will also restore both hit points and flower points. Which flower points are basically your magic. And hit points are your hit points. There you go. I still can't get up there. I don't know why I keep trying. I know better. I know better. I like how the column looked like licorice. Come back here! Oh, that's Mallow. I shouldn't be doing that voice for Mallow. Come back here! And jump! And no. Oh no, that reptile stole my grandpa's coin. I can't cry. Big boys don't cry, but it's just not fair. What am I gonna do? So that cutscene was a thing in the original game, but it just kind of showed you with Mallow and Croc running around on the in-game system, not an actual cutscene like it just did here. Yes? Gee, you're soaking wet, aren't you? I'm alright now. Sorry, there's nothing like a good cry. But why was I crying? There was some reason. My grandpa asked me to buy some things for him here. When I walked into town, that Croc stopped me. Oh yeah, he took it from me. He stole my coin. I chased him, but he's too fast. Mario, let's see how you're going to take care of Bowser. Wow, he doesn't stand a chance. I like how jumping is like this weird combat style. Wow, you're the Mario? I know all about you. You got more jump than a box of frogs. I'm Mallow from Tadpole Pond. I'm a frog, but can you believe it? I can't jump. Embarrassing, huh? Yeah, he's a frog. You know how frogs look like that? Yeah. How about it, Mario? Will you help me catch that filthy thief? Sure thing, boy. Let's go. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. The young frog Mallow, who doesn't look at all like a frog, that's rude to say, joins Mario in his quest. Yahoo! Let's go. It's just kind of recap history. Scrapbook, they call it. Which isn't a bad idea, by any means. I sure as heck don't go buying pants, do I? Ah, I'm stupid. I saw him. He's just here somewhere. He just zoomed past. Did he look something like this? Yes, exactly. He's the one who took my coin. Why didn't you stop him? Because I forgot my bazooka at home. Jeez, give me a break. I like how the joke's still here. Come back here. You mugs will never catch me. A snail could outrun you morons. Later. That's him. Hurry, Mario. We gotta get him. Let's go. Mario, you might want to take this. Got a map. Thanks, buddy. Map's kind of useful. In a very linear RPG, let's get a map going. All right. Bandit's Way. There he is. He probably stashed it in that bag. Let's nab him. Are you trying to tell me? Go home to mommy before you get hurt, kid. As I immediately start shit with a Goomba. Goombas are so weak. They have so much personality, but yet they don't really amount to much in the games. It's kind of a shame. Now, one of the craziest things about Mario RPG is that sometimes you'll actually just find, like, straight up monsters. So, That frog is not a Mario character. He's just a straight up monster that just kind of pals around with these spinies over here. And that's it. That's all he is. Why he's there? I don't know. Why spinies need some type of, like, frog monster? I'll never know. Does he do magic? Yeah, he's got a little bit of magic here and there. Physical brute, though, too. Okay, so you see how I got a frog coin there? That crap wasn't in the original game. But basically, when you run into random enemies, every so often one of them will just be kind of stronger than normal. And after you wallop him, you get a frog coin. Or other items, but frog coin was kind of the one that I was interested in the most. Because frog coins are hard to come by in the original game. That makes them a heck of a lot easier to actually acquire. Which gets me kind of excited, because you can get some absolute broken items in the original game if you had enough frog coins. Now, rarely did I ever get enough frog coins to just go out and go buy those. So I'm kind of interested to use these items to break the game. You couldn't jump to save your life, kid, so I guess this is goodbye. There's a hidden treasure nearby. I had no idea where that thing was, by the way. The hidden treasure. I don't know if I'd even find it. I looked for it for a bit, but I don't remember if I found it or not. You know, the sad part is it's probably on that spinning flower back down there. And I think I just got to kind of face towards the south and jump. I honestly think that's the solution, because I know there's a treasure kind of like that. Also, these monsters are kind of a trip. Like, what the hell are these? Why are these just hanging around the Mushroom Kingdom? These do not look like normal, everyday, run-of-the-mill Mushroom Kingdom creatures. These are just werewolves with a weird kind of flair to them, called Canine. That's not a Mario character. That's Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's is what it was. I mean, the frogs you can kind of like bend it a little bit and be like, it's just a giant mutated Yoshi. But what the hell was that canine? Nothing like that ever shows up in Mario's lore, ever. And I don't know if it's like from Final Fantasy or something, but dang. Those things are ugly. I am definitely searching for that hidden treasure. Like I said, I don't remember if I find it or not. Like, I recorded this a couple days ago. And I don't fully remember if I located it even. I'm just kind of jumping randomly. Oh, hey, I got it. There it is. I found it. Oh, you persistent bunch, but I'm 100 miles ahead of you. Not really, dude. I mean, I'm no expert on miles, but, no. Also, I like how you get chain combos. Like, what? That's kind of interesting. That this game wants you to actually chain combos together in combat. Ah, another canine. Also, if you notice, the game for doing a perfect defend is a lot less picky. It's a lot easier for me to do it here than in most cases. Not that this game was ever, like, super hard, like I said. That little flower thing that just had HP max, that healed me. Now, why did that just heal me? No reason, just random. It just healed Mallow, too. Like, literally, when the game is healing you for no particular reason, other than you just got lucky, I guess? You know the game's going to be easy. And I got a frog going. So I think what happened was I realized that... dog, you make the most noise ever. Come on, Farm. Come here. Come on, get up here. You lazy dog. Sorry, the dog's trying to get up on the bed. And she's literally making the most noise imaginable. I know there's less room on the bed right now, dog. We've actually been cleaning out our car, me and my fiance, because I'm trying to get something better. No guarantees that that's going to happen, but as my birthday present to me, I'm getting a new vehicle. It's such an adult thing to do, but kind of exciting. I think now would be the best time to trade in my vehicle because it's worth $2,000, and I'm probably not going to have much of a chance if I keep sitting on it. I love Mario's little dance. So originally in the original game, for those of you who don't know, if somebody leveled up, they would just kind of pop out of a pipe. And the other characters really weren't a part of that at all. They'd just pop out of a pipe and say, "You leveled up, yeah!" Here they have all the characters dancing for your character that leveled up. And that's kind of a cute little detail. Brand new, but adorable. Give it up already. That treasure box is tempting, but I gotta go. Yes, you do gotta go, Croc. I don't know what I was trying to do right there, but there we go. That's what I'm looking for. So, I don't know if it's still a thing, but like stars in this game, not only do they instantly defeat enemies, but they give you experience points for that crap too. So, yeah, if you ever find a star in Super Mario RPG, you can get experience from that. One way to max your character's levels is to... There's like a save glitch in the original one where you could save and you could grab the star and then be defeated and go back to that save. You keep all your experience that you got, but then, like, you'd be able to just go up to the star again, because the star would reset, but your experience wouldn't. So you could technically just sit on a star that's close to a save point and max out your level. I don't know if that's a thing in this particular game. I'm not really looking to max out anybody's level anyway. But if, you know, that super secret final boss fight, dead end. They won't give up. I'll just have to hide. Normally that voice doesn't bother me, but today, man, he's gone into hiding. Let's see if we can sneak up behind him and catch him. The game heals you up right before this, so you can almost tell that there's going to be a boss fight soon. Well, this, you fools couldn't chase down a clown. A pumpkin, sorry. That one I should have honestly had him. So what happens is that I never really knew how to do this. Your eyes are much faster than your feet. This rate will take you 100 more years to catch me. but I didn't really understand what to do in the original game, and I never really did. It's only now that I figured out that, oh yeah, you're just supposed to wait for him to turn around. Yeah, like that. No, you got me fair and square. I'll give you back your coin. Whoa. Did you really believe me? I was lying. No shock. Also, I love Krako's design. I think there's something a little lost in his sprite here. Or no, not a sprite. His 3D model versus a sprite. I think the sprite looked better, personally. But Krako still looks cool regardless, so. Time to bust out some of the special moves. Youch! So, here's the situation with Krako. He's actually weak to fire attacks. If you hit him with fire attacks, he will oftentimes catch fire and you'll have to douse himself out. When that happens, you get a free turn on him. Regardless, Krako's not that tough here. You do have a rematch with him later on, and that one's a bit tougher, but for the most part, he ain't too bad. I don't know. There were quite a few fights that gave me trouble as a kid because, again, I was trying to basically do a challenge run. Krako was one of them on the second time that I had to fight him. And he's already eating a weird mushroom, suggesting that I'm about ready to take him out. Should only be one more attack here. Give me back my coin or I'll bat you again. Ouch. I'm gonna pay you back tenfold for that. Go on, take your grubby old coin. Adios, amigos. Trying to give him a different voice, but... Alright, we got it! Yay! And you only get 8 experience for taking out Krako. But you get a flower tab, which is cool. Flower tabs basically permanently increase your FP, so that's cool. And I got a wallet. Alright. The cool thing about a map is that you can just kind of click on it and just go back to where you need to go. Which is great. Not gonna lie. But originally the game had a giant spring just kind of show up and bump you to the map. Frogog. Their official name is Bluish Tinged Gray Canine. Due to character count limits, simply displayed as canine in the game. That tells me nothing about what this creature is and why it's here in the Mushroom Kingdom. Krako. He doesn't actually realize the value of Mallow's grandpa's coin. He just thought Mallow looked like an easy mark. That kind of makes sense. Terrapin. A creature that's not called a Koopa, but it's basically a Koopa. Well, now that we're back to the Mushroom Kingdom, you can probably tell that something took it over. The Shymores. This is where things start getting kind of tougher. I I would say actually tough, but I don't think that really qualifies for this game. Yeah, especially when they just heal you. He ran out of flower points already? Seriously? He shot one fireball and he ran out of flower points. Jeez Louise. And I got 10 coins. Look what I found! Here, have it. Thanks, dude. Basically got paid for defending him. It's a shame, too, because I don't think I ever put pants on Mallow. Like, I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, I don't think I ever did it. I didn't. I still haven't seen the part where I did that, so... Clearly, Mallow is just completely defenseless. Telepathy's kind of weird in this game now because you need button inputs. Whereas in the original game, you didn't need button inputs. You just kind of got whatever. But the game can also tell you strengths and weaknesses too, so that's kind of cool, I guess. But I didn't realize I didn't get the verbal situation with him. Yeah, I upgraded Mario though. Well, I got a flower tab as a reward for giving back the wallet, which is actually really cool. Now here I'm kind of looking and seeing if Shymore's psychokinesis whatever is actually on there. I don't know why I'm stalling out. I probably had to grab some type of animal from doing something, I'm sure. They look like Shy Guys, but they're completely different species. That's because these guys are part of the Smithy gang. So I get into another fight just to kind of see if I can activate that again. Boing, boing, boing. One thing I do like is that these Shy Guys, different species I know, but these Shy More things, they are carrying around swords. They just aren't the traditional swords. And that's pretty cool. So, when you're leveling up in this game, one thing that you have an option of giving like several bonus points to certain attributes, so you can like level up their magic a bit better, or you can level up. I can jump up here now! Hooray! You can level up like their HP, their attack power, their magic power. It doesn't do a lot, but you can kind of pick and choose what you want to level up. You know, give a couple bonus points to. I found the perfect place for a wedding, but now we're all stuck inside. I never did check Shymore's thing again, did I? I can't wait until Mallow does get his first weapon. For the most part, Mallow's pretty potent, but he's potent in magic abilities. And most of his magic abilities involve weather. Whereas Mario's kind of an all-range attacker. Like, he's pretty potent when it comes to physical attacks, as well as magic attacks, too. But Mallow is better with magic attacks, whereas certain other characters later on in the game will be better with physical attacks. So there we go. Now I'm going to go check Shymores. Boing, boing, boing. There you go. Inevitably, I'll probably go back and at least get the enemies that I can get a hold of. Like Goombas and whatnot. Croco I'll have to, buy a thing for. You can inevitably, like I said, fill out the bestiary with certain frog coins. There we go. That's what my brain is trying to think. Sorry, I mentioned there's a guidebook that I have specifically for this game for the Super Nintendo, and it just dawned on me the bestiary is a lot like the way it was laid out in the official Nintendo Power guidebook. Just a thought. I don't know why it, necessary to bring that up, but I like the setting here where you're fighting in the house. Little house arena. It's kind of cute. Specifically for these guys. Because I don't know what other time you would actually fight in one of these houses, so this is an arena that people might not see very often, if at all. I'm trying to think of other times that you would need this arena, and honestly, I'm coming up with a blank. Yep, absolute blank. Thanks, Mario. What about my son upstairs? I forgot all about him. Run! Oh, you're a real courageous dad. Just huddle in a corner while your son is in a staring contest with this shyster dude. I don't know. I'm kind of running out of things to say about shysters. I know the original Shy Guy showed up in Doki Doki Panic, which inevitably became Super Mario Bros. 2 here in the USA. From what I can tell, that game started out as a Mario game, then they repurposed it, and then they repurposed it back to being a Mario game. But everyone says that it's not a real Mario game. It technically was. Kid's gonna grow up like Mario. No. Mario will devour him and gain an extra life. Because he's a green toad. There's hidden treasure here. Yeah, like I'm gonna get it now. First thing I do? Miss. Of course I do. Oh man, I was trying to rearrange my legs and that just did nothing but cause problems here. Make sure I didn't unplug anything. Oh, my leg fell asleep. Lovely. So of course I'm going to get the added experience points and go through the castle and actually beat these guys up. You could technically skip all this. I'm kind of like a weird OCD kind of guy where I want to go and beat up all of these dudes who are picking on the toads. But you don't technically have to. You could just skip all the way to the final boss. That being said, from some of the tougher ones you get frog coins. So there is incentive to go and hunt these guys. Variants of these guys will come back later on too. vault. Guard. I come here to save him and he runs into the guest room. Might as well heal and grab some coins while we're at it. Shoot. It's a gold coin. It's all mine. I found this in the cellar. You can have it. A wake-up pin. That ain't bad. There's a decent amount of monsters who have a tendency to cast sleep kind of spells. There's status ailments that you got to worry about every so often. And sleep happens to be one of them. So wake-up pin is actually pretty useful. Not so fast, pal. Look at him. Can't even bounce. Maybe we should bounce on his head. You guys will come to regret that. Told you. Absolute regret. Turn my fan off again here. Not that I should. It's warm, but... I noticed the fan has a tendency to bug out my Audacity, which I don't like. Oh well. As long as you guys can still hear me through that, it's fine. I like how she heals you, but doesn't let you sleep in the princess's bed. Also, this is a nice little safe hideaway. Nice little save hideout. I did not get through them the second time. I still like how their swords are just pogo sticks. The best part is like in the original game, it was kind of hard to tell if they were like supposed to look like swords or just be pogo sticks, or kind of like a combination of both. And you can tell in the 3D game that it's a combination of both. They look way better here in the 3D game, actually. Like, shysters are definitely an upgrade in the 3D game. I wonder if the different weapons are going to look a bit different. That's one thing I didn't understand either, was some of the weapons, they didn't look as cool as the weapons I had, so I ended up not using them. Not realizing they were, you know, freaking stronger. That was idiotic of me as a kid. I didn't realize, like, I didn't really understand stat distribution at all, so. Yeah, I was dumb. I know. Where do you think everyone went? Well, gang, looks like we have this place ourselves a new home. We could bounce all day long, and there ain't no one who could stand in our way. Yahoo! Let's bounce the net away. Not so fast, pal. Look at him. Can't even bounce. Hey, maybe bounce on his head. Clink. Listen up, gang. These guys are going to put a stop to our party. Are we happy about this? You're asking for it. Or you're going to get it. Pick the wrong people not to bounce with, bub. About a fat lip to go with that ugly mustache. One thing I liked about this character is that his name was originally Mac, and here he's named Claymorton. I'm not sure why. I think the original name was Claymorton, and the reason being is because he's supposed to be like a claymore. But yeah, Mac was fine. I was fine with Mac. Still though, I didn't realize that his bodyguards might count as a separate entity to Mac himself. And I'm kind of curious as to if I was supposed to get the telepathy, the peek of thought or whatever, on them too. Thought peek, yeah. And now I'm kind of curious if I was supposed to do that. Boing, boing, boing. Yep, not much going in that head. Oh, sorry, I'm not like a bundle of joy here, guys. I apologize. There we go, more bodyguards. Yeah, I was busy fighting him. I was kind of like freaking out because this is like past an hour as was. So I kind of didn't want to waste any more time. Attack. Thunderbolt. But yeah, if you were going to give personality to like a weapon of sorts, I do like Claymorton here for the simple fact that it's a very creative take on the idea of a claymore or sword. I also like how they basically gave the sword googly eyes. Also, one thing to note here is that I'm pretty sure that the bodyguards don't respond that quickly normally. Normally, I think the bodyguards respond slower, but I could be wrong on that. He was spawning them like left and right, so... Mal is adorable when he dances. Actually, Mal is just adorable in general. Like, I don't necessarily want him in Smash, just because I don't want to beat him up. And I get a star for my troubles. Yay! We're not sure what it is, but we're so happy we got it. Typical adventurers. Oh boy, they like their treasure hoard. Not good. This is not good. The mustachioed one is strong. Strong, yes. You must warn the boss. Come on. I'm pretty sure I changed their voices like 5 different times. They've only been on the scene for like 8 minutes. Go talk to the Chancellor. Gracious. Oh, it's you, Mario. What a relief. Once again, Mario the rescue. But who were those? Chancellor! Sure, thank goodness you're alright. Mario, it was you who got us through all of this. We owe you that much. Where's the princess and now this? Just too much to bear. Nah, bear. Mario, how about we ask Grandpa for help? He knows everything. Excuse me, but who are you? Oh, hello, my name is Mallow. I'm from Tadpole Pond. Well, any friend of Mario's is welcome here in the Mushroom Kingdom. As I was saying, Mario, your only hope. Your only hope. Mario, please, you must rescue the princess now. Mario, I'm in your debt too. Let's head over to Grandpa's place in Tadpole Pond. He can help. Wait, why did I even come to the Mushroom Kingdom in the first place? Guess I'll find out soon enough. Yeah, you forgot to buy something, didn't you? Could Claymorton, the sword-like monster crashed in the Mushroom Kingdom, have anything to do with the star piece that Mario found? Our heroes moved to Kero Sewers. Away! I do think I go back to see if the toad kind of returned. And yes, there is a toad over here now. So now you can get back up here and get that frog coin. It's a frog coin too, man. That's rough if you missed So, naturally, I do go and buy what Mallow needs, because I do actually know why he's here. Hey, mister, I got my coin back. Oh, well done, lad. Okay, here's the thing I promised you. Yeah, make sure it doesn't get stolen, eaten, or whatever. Your grandpa needs this, okay? Got a cricket pie. You bet. Mario, thank you so much. Let's go talk to Grandpa. Cricket pie. I notice my video's starting to tear up a little bit, too.